Hello, am I audible? Moderator, can you confirm me, let me know that am I audible or not? So, yeah, Divesh. So, that thing you should ask to your mentor. Okay, so your mentor will be guide very in the good way. Okay, so yeah, so let us wait 2 to 3 minutes for another students if they are joining or not. Okay, after that we will start our session. Okay. Should we start or should we wait for another minutes for the other people? Today we will learn about what exception handling. Okay, so this is the new feature that is in the C++ programming language. In C programming language, that is not available, the exception handling. But in the C++, okay, when they were designing that language, so they are uh, write the code for the exception handling. Okay, so in this session we will understand about exception handling. Okay, so this topic will be new for all of you. So kindly be attentive. Yeah. So before proceeding further, let us first discuss today's learning objective. So by end of this session, the learner will be able to understand the concept of runtime error, okay, in the C++ programming language. Okay, so whenever we are writing a code, okay, so we can get the error at the runtime. So you will able to understand what type of error we can got at the runtime. Okay, and explain the need for the exception handling, why the exception handling is required in the C++ programming language, and what is the uh, drawback if we don't have the exception handling. Okay, you will be able to identify and use the keywords like what is the try, what throw, and what is catch. Okay, and we will differentiate the between the logical error and the runtime error. What is the difference between the what is logical error and the runtime error? Okay, so a learner will be able to recognize the common standard exceptions types such as like invalid argument, out of range, different type of things. Okay, you will be able to get by end of this session. So these are the learning objectives. Now let us start today's session. So let us start with the introduction. So in the real world, okay, so whenever we are writing a program, so you can there can be error can be occur at any point of time. Okay, error can be occur at the compile time whenever you are compiling your program. Okay, so error can be occur due to the syntax error. Okay, you write a program and there is some syntax error. Okay, so for that you will get at the error at the compile time. Okay, so the syntax error will be show to you at the compile time. But okay, so the runtime error, okay, when you are executing the program, okay, when your writing part is completed, and compilation is also completed. And after the compilation, so when you are executing your program, okay, so there can be error occur. So that error when it is occurring at the runtime, okay, when it is occurring at the execution time, okay, so that kind of error we are calling runtime error. Okay, so I hope you get what is a runtime error. So the error what you are occurring at the runtime, okay, so that error we are calling runtime error. And the example of runtime error is like for divide by zero, okay, and file not found and invalid argument like this. So suppose, sorry, yeah, suppose you write a so you write a code like integer main, okay, and inside this like you're writing like you are taking integer a and you are taking also a equal to 10, okay, and you are taking integer b, integer a and integer b. So b is like what? 0. Okay. So the task you are doing what? Integer c equal to a divided by b. So the syntax is correct. All the things are correct. So this will not give any error at the compile time. So c out uh, let me write, yeah. So this is like what divide sign. Okay. So you are printing result. Okay. That is c. You are printing variable c. Okay. So what will be the output? Okay, anyone can tell me in the chat box. So what will be the value of C? Okay, C की value क्या होगी? What will be the value of C? So I am waiting for your response. Arush, Divesh, Salman, Khushbu, and Samarth Kale. So we have A equal to 10, B equal to 0. So what will be the value of C? Okay. So we are what we are doing? C equal to A divided by B. Okay. So what is your answer? You have to be participate in this class. Okay, I am waiting for your response. If you are not responding at this time, okay, I will not proceed further. Divesh, Samatkale, and Prince, Khushbu, Ekta, Salman. What will be the output of C? Okay, so we have. So if you are not give any answer, then this class will not be proceed further. Okay, so we have A equal to 10, and we have B equal to what? 0. So we have C what? A divided by B. What is the value of A? A value is 10 and B value is 0. So what इसका आउटपुट क्या होगा? Okay, what will be the output of this? Amina, Amina, Arush, Divesh, Salman, Samarth, Priyanshu, Prince, Khushbu. If you have not replied properly, then I did not getting any response till now. Am I audible? I got one response right now. Yeah, I am audible. That is correct. Okay, but I'm asking that thing. Okay, what will be the output of the C? If we have A 10 and B 0, and we are doing C equal to what? A divided by B. So what will be the output of C? Yeah, Ekta, I am asking 10 divided by 0. This is a normal math. So what will be the store inside C? This is a normal math. Whatever thing we are divided by 0, what will be the output of this? You are a BCA student, right? Yes, Ekta, it is undefined and the output should be like what? Infinite. You can say that we cannot divide by 0. Okay. So this is like what? Undefined. Okay. The structure, the syntax, logical syntax is correct here. Okay. Here you can see the all the program, whatever we have right here. Okay. This program have the syntax of this program is correct. Okay. But whenever we are writing like this kind of the code like divide by zero, okay, anything is divided by zero, so that is undefined. Okay, so how you can store that undefined inside the integer? So it will give the error at the runtime. So this is like what runtime error. Okay, so divide by zero. Okay, this is a one of the runtime error then that you can caught when you are whenever you are running your program and your program have that kind of logical error. Yeah. Okay. So okay. So the file not found, that is another thing. Okay, in your program you are accessing a file. Okay, you are giving any file address. Okay, file address you are giving and you are opening a file. Okay, and at the runtime, okay, compile time, so the compiler will not access your file. Okay, the path. Okay, the path is correct or not, it will check only the syntax. Okay, so at the compile time you will not get any kind of error, but whenever you are running your program, okay, so at the runtime the processor will find the file. Okay, and the when it will go to the file path, okay, so it will not found it. Okay, so the file path is invalid, so because of that file will not be fetched. So at the time the runtime, okay, you will get the file not found error. Okay, so this is also a like what runtime error. Okay, that error you will get only the runtime. Okay, and another is like invalid input. Okay, whenever you are asking a input from like user and user is giving invalid input, so that time it will give a logical error. Like uh, you are writing a program to like what fill a form. Okay, and in that form you are giving a option for the age. What is your age? Okay, and the compile time. Okay, that will be correct. Okay, syntax, all the things is correct. When the runtime, okay, when you are asking from the user, okay, suppose if the user entered -10, so this is what illogical. So this is like what illogical. So age cannot be a negative of any human. Okay, either age like it should be like more than one. Okay, because age also should not be zero. Okay, so uh, there should be always age greater than zero. Okay, so this kind of error is like what invalid input. Okay, so this are the runtime error. If we are getting the runtime error, so our program will be stuck at that point. Okay, so these things can be occur whenever you are writing your so C++ provide like what exception handling, okay, to handle such kind of situations safely. Okay, so if you are not handling this kind of situations, like if you are designing a like form, okay, and in that form you are not handling like this negative integer, okay, so you are accepting that negative integer, so that will be wrong. Okay, and if a user enter a negative number, so there should be show a proper like message, you have entered a negative number, so kindly enter a valid input. Okay, so these kind of error can be handled by the exception handling. So now let's move on and understand what exception handling. So exception handling is like what? unaccepted expected problems. Okay, so that the problem that is unexpected that can be occur at any point of time. Okay, that error we are not thought about that error, but those kind of error is occurred. Okay, so during the program execution. Okay, all these things are occurred during the program execution. So it's disrupt the normal flow of the program. Okay, so whenever you are compiling after compilation, okay, done, there is a runtime. Okay, on the runtime, whenever you are running your program and at the some eight at any point of time, there is a what error we have, and after that we got runtime error. Okay, here, so whatever the instruction after this error will not be executed, it will be stopped here only. Okay, because of this kind of like logical error, you can say divide by zero error, you can say, or you can say that file not found. Okay, so next like further instruction will not be executed. So to escape that to kind of the situation, so we have to use the exception handling. So it disrupts the normal flow of the program. Okay, so exception handling is very important. Okay, now in the all the companies, okay, in the corporate like Zomato, Swiggy, and big companies using this kind of exception handling. Okay, the developer use exception handlings. Okay, so this is like most interviewed question in every company. Okay, do you know exception handling or not? So yeah, you can there is example divide by zero. We have already seen that example, and in the all the exception handling. Okay, so how we can handle those kind of exceptions. Okay, so now let us discuss one by one. So now let us discuss like what kind of error we can get at the runtime. Okay, so here you can see some name of the error. Logical error we have bad allocation, bad casting. Runtime error we have like we have bad function calls. Okay, so now the whatever the error is occurring at the runtime. Okay, now it is further divided into the category, that is logical error. What kind of error it is? That is a logical error or the runtime error, or it is bad allocation. It is like what bad function call, or it is bad typecasting. Okay, so in the logical error, okay, whatever the writing you are writing logic in your program, it depends on it. Okay, so it is like invalid argument. Okay, so as I already told you, like you have to like whenever there is a login credential is here. Okay, you are entering your ID and password. Okay, so at the time of the password you are enter wrong password. Okay, so if you are entering wrong password, so it should show the what message that you are entering invalid password. Okay, so either it is showing that message or it is like stopped at that point and it will not execution, like execution is stopped and it is not further executing the task. So this kind of error like what invalid argument. Okay, so this is like what logical error. You can solve that logical error with the help of the exception handling. And domain error you have length error. Okay, out of range. Suppose what is out of range. So there is a you have a array. Okay, that is 10, 20, 30, and 40 and 50. Okay, so this is like 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you are accessing like what this is like what ARR is the array name, and you are accessing array of 5. Okay, this is like index number 5 you are accessing, but you observe here there is a only index 4. Okay, memory is allocated till index 4. There is no index 5 here. Okay, so we are trying to access the uh, array element out of range. So it will give like what out of range error. So that is also a logical error. Okay, so this is like what exception, this kinds of logical error we have in the C++ programming language, and this can be handled by the acceptance. Another we have runtime error. Okay, so what is the runtime error? Okay, so at the runtime error, you can get like what range error, underflow, and overflow. Okay, so what is underflow? What is overflow? Okay, so you are allocating we have a stack. Okay, we have stack, okay, and some memory we have, okay, this kind of stack we have, and we are trying to allocate the another things, okay, another memory here, okay. We don't have like CPU, okay, so we will give like what an overflow message, okay. Even though we have stack, okay, we have limited memory in the stack, and we are allocating the memory more and more and more. Okay, and at the some point of time, it will give like what underflow condition, like overflow condition. It will go give. So where you will see the overflow condition. Okay, I hope you are aware about the functions, and in the function you are aware about the recursion. Okay, so in the recursion you have to write the eliminatory condition. Okay, so in the eliminatory condition, if you are not writing the elimination condition, so you will get the overflow error. Okay, so suppose what is the example, that is a factorial 5 function 5. Okay, so you are calling like result, like you have some function n, and into you are calling f of n minus 1. Okay, so this kind of function you are writing, and you are calling the function 5. Okay, so this is a function, and in the integer main, you are calling f of 5. Okay, so what will be happen? Okay, now you will get, okay, so just a second. So what will be happen here? Okay, and now we have 5 past f of 5. So what will be f of 5? So when we are calling f of 5, it will like what? N into f of n minus 1 will be called. What is n? N is 5. So 5 into f of 4 will be called. Likewise, it will be called like what? 4 into f of 3. Okay, and after that, it will be called, and it will be like 3 into f of 2. And here we will got like 2 into f of 1, and after that we will like 1 into f of 0, 0 into f of minus 1, like goes on, and it the function calling will not be stop. So as you aware about that, whenever there is a function calling, okay, so function calling will be used stack frame. Okay, so at the like memory will be allocated into the particular stack frame, and the number of calling function is undefined here. Okay, so the stack frame allocation will be not known to us. So at the certain time, after the certain time, okay, so stack will be full, okay, and it will give like what error, that is overflow condition. Okay, so that's why we have to write a eliminatory condition or the elimination condition here. That is, if n is greater than less than 0, then we have to return from here. So this is like what recursion function, or you can say that function of Fibonacci or factorial function. Okay, so when we have like f of n is less than 0, when f of i is less than 0, or you can say that less than 1. Okay, if n is less than 1, then it will return what n here. Okay, so when we got it like here, f of 1 is 1, then we will return simply what 1 here. So it will be return 1, and here the output will be 2 into 1. Okay, so output of f of 2 is 2. So here the 2 will be assigned like 3 into 2. What is the 6? 6 will be called here, and it will return 6. So 4 into 6, that is 24. So 24 will be assigned here, and like what 5 into 24 will be written here, and here it we will go, and 5 into 24, that is 120. Okay, so f of 5, like 5 factorial is like what 120, as all of you know that. So 5 factorial is 5 4 3 2 1. This is like what 120. Okay, so we have to write here like what exception, like elimination condition here. Okay, otherwise it will like what underflow, like overflow condition will be here. Likewise, the underflow, like we don't have any element to access, and even though we don't have any memory, okay, to access, and we are trying to access those kind of memory, so that time it will give like what runtime error. that is underflow error. Okay, and we have like what another type of error, that is bad allocation. Okay, so we are trying to allocate the memory at the runtime, okay, using the new or the new keyword. Okay, so what is the means of the bad allocation? Okay, we have like space of 100 bytes, okay, in the memory, and we are trying to allocate the memory to the variables like thousands, okay, thousands bytes of memory we are trying to allocate, and we have only sufficient space of 100 bytes. So how it is possible? So this will be give a what, bad allocation error. Okay, and we have like what, bad casting. Okay, when you are doing like what typecasting. Okay, I have already explained about typecasting. So if you are doing like bad typecasting, so it will give like what, error of bad casting. Okay, so I hope this is clear. If you have any error like till here, so you can ask. Okay, if you have any kind of error till here, then you can ask. Otherwise, we will proceed further. So the way is saying no, no doubt. Okay, so let's start. Anyone, another people have any doubt, then you can ask. Mhm. Okay, Manoj. So let's proceed further. Why the exception handling is required? Okay, now let us understand. Okay, so exception handling is required to preventing like abnormal program termination. Okay, so when there is a problem occur, okay, at the runtime, okay, so the problem is like what, our program is stuck, or you can say that program will be stopped at the midpoint, okay, where we are not getting any type of error. We are the developer will not be able to understand what kind of error get in the program. So that, for that kind of things, we are using exception handling. Okay, and also it separates the error handling code from the normal code. Okay, so when you are getting any error, okay, any type of error, you will get to got to know that what kind of error you got in the program. Okay, so if you are using the exception handling, okay, you will get to know about like what problems occur in the program. It improves the program readability and the reliability. Okay, so when you are getting what type of error you will get, okay, you are preventing those kind of things, okay, before in your code. So it reduce the like what the chance of getting the error. Okay, and you are liking like if what you can say that there is a Zomato app and you are trying to there is a customer and the customer is like what, ordering something, okay, at the when the customer is tap on the payment, okay, and the like still the code is getting like what runtime error, and the developer is not getting what type of error occur. Okay, so if we're using exception handling, then the developer will be able to know what type of error achieve, or you can say that to in the program. So it makes the program more user friendly. Okay, so how we can use exception handling in the C++ programming language? Now let us discuss this thing. So we have like three types of keywords. First is try, throw, and catch. Okay, so the try is like what is a keyword, and you can say in the try block of the code. Okay, we are writing all the kind of the cases where we can achieve like what error. Okay, so any kind of like error we can if you know that there is a like divide by zero is error can be occur. Okay, so user can enter like a and b like this. Okay, so you are writing in the try block. Okay, whatever the code you want to be tested, like there can be error or not, so you have to write in the try block. Okay, so if try block is like whatever the code like by b. Okay, uh, so this will return like what give the error. Okay, so try in the try, we are writing that kind of the code in which we can occur the error. Okay, so and we have another thing that is throw. Okay, so throw is used to throw the error. Okay, what the error we are getting inside this. Okay, so with the help of this throw, okay, we are throwing that error. Okay, uh, to the user. Okay, so user will able to get what kind of error you are achieving. Okay, so we will throw like what there is like divide by zero problem here. Okay, divide by zero problem we have. Okay, so try is like what block of a code where uh, we are testing our error. Okay, we have throw. Okay, what is throw? So it is used to throw the exception. Okay, what the exception like what the error you are got occurred at the runtime. And the third thing we have like what catch. So catch is like what a block of a code. Okay, so we have a catch. Okay, a block of a code after whatever the error we are throwing. Okay, exception we are throwing here. So that throw error will be like exception will be catched by this catch block. You can like observe the name of the what is the keyword name. The keyword name is catch, catch. Okay, so it will catch the okay, so it will catch the exception any type any kind of the exception. After that, we will catch the exception. Okay, and if this is catching the exception and you will write like the printing some message or like you want to do some task. Okay, then you can write here in the catch block. Okay, so now what is happening at right now. Okay, your program will not be like stop uh, in the unconditional way. Okay, so it will be like run. It will give like proper reason. Okay, why your program is like stop. Okay, so these are the keywords try, throw, and catch we will use in the our C++ programming language. So now let us proceed further and understand the syntax of this kind of code. So let us first look at the flowchart. Okay, so we have a program. Okay, we have a program, and so execution is starting from like from where in the main. Okay, so we have a main function, and if we have like we are checking the condition. If we have like in the try block we are writing this kind of things. If x is we are writing the condition like this like that x is like you can say that a edge. Okay, if edge is less than zero, so it will throw the x, or you can say that edge. Okay, and the execution like the flow control will be transferred to the catch block. So catch will be catch the exception. Okay, and you can write here like enter. You can print proper message here. Kindly enter correct it edge. Okay, okay. So this kind of things you can achieve. Okay, so whatever error you are getting here, you can if you want to be test your code. Okay, your code can got the error or not. So you will write here, and after so you can write or you can throw that particular exception. Okay, here, and the execution will be transferred to the catch block. Okay, the catch block will be catch the execution like what error, and you can, if whatever the message you want to print, so that message will be printed here. So this is like what flow control diagram of flow chart of the try catch throw. Okay, so here you can see the syntax. Okay, so in the try block, we will use like curly braces, and in the curly braces and inside the we will write what the code where we can call the exception. Okay, so here it will throw a exception. Okay, and after the throw we are like keyword we are using and we are throwing the exception here. Okay, and after the error we are getting, okay, it will throw the exception here, and this catch will be catch the exception. So here we, if you want to explain the type, okay, what type of the exception it is written, so you can also mention the type. Okay, I have already explained the what kind of bad allocation, okay, and runtime like bad casting we have discussed already, and like bad function call, what kind of type of exception you are throwing here. Okay, so like what there's a it's up to you. Okay, yeah. So that code to be handled. Okay, whatever the code you want to write inside the catch block, you can write as per the program or requirement. Okay, so here we have like what divide by zero. Okay, so I write like what integer main, and a equal to 10, b equal to what 0. And now inside the try block, if we know that if the b equal to 0, okay, like if you want to kindly forward this, and we are now taking the input from the user, enter a and b. Okay, now we are taking the input from the user, and the user is entering any number as per the user, okay, requirement. Okay, suppose, and we are checking here, if the b is equal to 0, then throw the b. Okay, if b is not equal to 0, then normally what you will print a divided by 0. Okay, so here we are checking the condition. Okay, the user can be enter any kind of things. Okay, so okay, so here we are preventing, okay, we are writing our code like this, so we will not get any kind of runtime error. Okay, so if the b equal to 0, the 0 is entered by the user. Okay, so the it will throw a b. Okay, and this b will be catched by the catch block. Okay, after it is throwing the any exception, okay, this will be catched by the catch block, and it will not be executed. Okay, if this is like 10 divided b 10 divided by 0, it will not be executed, and now the flow control transfer will be transferred here. So catch int x, so here it will print like what divide by 0 error. Okay, so it will return from the runtime. Okay, so that's how we are escaping the program that stop the program and what. Okay, so our program should be run smoothly. So this is like we are using try, catch, and throw. So till now, do you have any error? Like, do you have any doubt? Then you can ask. So I'm waiting for your response. Okay, if you have any kind of doubts, you can ask. Okay. So anyone have any doubt? Amina Khan, Arush Prohit, Divyesh Patel, Ekta, Khushbu, Prince, Rameshwar, Priyanshu, Manoj, Samat, Minal. So you have any doubt? You can ask. I got one reply. Then he's saying there's no doubt. And another people like another learners, you have any doubt, then you can ask. Okay. So, okay. So now let us talk about how the try catch works. Okay. So as we already discussed, that code inside the try block is executed first. Okay. And after that, if any exception is there, okay, then control will move to the catch block. Okay. And if if we have like multiple exception, like we want to write multiple catch, okay, what kind of error we are getting, okay, so we can also write like multiple catch inside our code. So it will check like which kind of catch block should be handle the proper exception. Okay, so for one error, okay, for any kind of error we are throwing here, okay, throw any exception, okay, so we can write the multiple catch blocks. Okay, for try block will be one, and we can write multiple catch block here, and it will exception will be checked here. Okay, which kind of the exception we are will match from the this catch block. Okay, so as per the exception, the catch block will be executed. Okay, so program continue execution normally. Okay, so our program will not be stopped abnormally. Okay, so yeah, now let us discuss how the multiple catch blocks works. Okay, so we have try block. Okay, we have a try block, and this try block is throwing 10.5. Okay, so 10.5 is like what? Double. Okay, so here it will check. Okay, so which kind of exception is accepting by the catch. So catch this catch block is only accepting like what integer kind of exception. So it will not be executed. Okay, now it will go to the exception will be go here and check there is a double or not. So the or exception is like what double. So it will this kind of catch block will be executed. Okay, so yeah. So that's how the multiple catch block works. Okay. So we have also like this kind of catch. Okay. Like here we have like catch double. Okay. Suppose we are writing some you can say that we are accept writing some written some character like A. Okay. Then what will be happen? Okay. It is accepting only the catch integer exception. It is accepting only double type of exception. Okay. But we are throwing only the character type of exception. So what will be happen at the time? Okay, we have like a catch block. Okay, that is like look like this. So this is like what by default catch. Okay, if the above catch block is failed to accept the exception. Okay, so this will be accept all the type of the exceptions. Okay, so finally this catch block will be executed. Okay, so we have like this. If we are throwing like this, okay, any character. So it will be catch any kind of exception that is not acceptable by the above catch blocks. So yes, so we have multiple catch. We have that kind of the catch block we are calling catch all exception block. Okay, so this is like syntax of this, and whatever the exception you are writing, it will be right in the braces here. So I hope you got exception handling. Okay. So these are the learning outcomes of today's. So we have like discussed like what is the exception in the C++ programming language. We have already also discussed the try catch mechanism to handle the runtime error, and what we have with the divide by zero cases and negative values. Okay, and okay. So if you have any doubt till here, do you have any doubt? You can ask. Okay. So I am here giving the last 10 minutes to solve your doubts, taking your doubts here. Okay. So mostly student some student is saying that we are there is a no doubt session. Okay. So this 10 minutes is like what is your query session or your doubt session. If you have any doubt, you can ask here. Okay. If you don't have any doubt, you can leave the session. So I hope you got all the things what I have taught in this session. If you have any doubt, you can ask. If you don't have any doubt, then you can leave the session. So Manoj, you will get like practice question. Okay. In the next class, we will discuss like do the practice one. Okay. I will provide that kind all the questions in the next session. Okay. So you have any another kind of doubt you can ask here. In the next class, we will do the practical. Okay. Welcome, Manoj. If you have any another doubt, then you can ask. So if you don't have any doubt, then you can leave this session. So, Khushbu, Arush, Priyanshu, Samarth Kale, Sunny, do you have any doubt? You can ask. Otherwise, you can leave the session. You can ask any kind of doubt if you have like in whatever you are facing in your object-oriented programming classes and all. You can ask here. Okay, you are not asking any doubt. Okay, so I am leaving the session. So that's all for today's session. Thank you for joining. Okay, this class. Uh, keep growing, keep learning. All the best, all of you. That's all for from my side for today. So yeah.